Do you keep up on Batman comics at all?
Yeah, I do keep up on Batman comics. I think they're great.
You should read what Tom King is doing with Batman comics. It's really good.
I haven't seen that.
You should.
Okay.
Comics are really good.
It's time for another On the Spot. On the Spot.
When you were working for the CIA, did you ever think writing for Batman was in your future?
No, I never did, honestly. Writing is... This is a lesson. I thought it was impossible to be a writer. I grew up in Hollywood, where every waiter is a writer, and everyone you meet wants to be a writer, and no one actually is a writer. And I just thought it was like you had to win the lottery, like it was true luck. It wasn't something based on hard work. It was based on just being in the right place at the right time. And I was wrong. To be a writer, to be a good writer, there's a ladder you can climb, and it starts with just making yourself into a good writer and writing. And it took me a while to learn that lesson, that if you work hard enough at this, you will be successful at it, that it's part of the American dream like any other career.
How did you make that jump in careers?
Well, I always wanted to be a writer. That's sort of, but then 9/11 happened, which sort of changed the world a little bit, and someone attacked our country, and like a million other people, I wanted to sort of do something to get back at the people who attacked our country. So instead of doing what I was supposed to do, I did that. And then when I couldn't do that anymore because I had a kid who was born in 2008, so I stopped doing that, and I did my first thing, which was writing.
Will you ever be able to hear anybody doing the Batman and Joker voices other than Conroy on Hamill?
Boy, they're pretty definitive. When I started on the show, Tim Curry was playing the Joker. But it was, and also Paul Williams was playing the Penguin. But Alan Burnett, who ran the show, they just weren't working out. And I remember I was in his office. He said, "Hey, listen to this." And I heard this Joker's voice. I said, "Wow." I said, "He's good." I said, "Who is that?" He goes, "That's Mark Hamill." I said, "Wait a minute, you mean Luke Skywalker?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Damn, he's good."
What voices do you hear in your head when you read the comics?
When I read the comics, I hear Mark and myself. I have to admit. Mark is my Joker, so I always hear him.
Whose voice do you hear in your head when you're sitting in the office writing for Batman?
I hear Clint Eastwood. Do you know who that is? Does that make any sense to you? Like, yeah, you're like, who the heck is Clint Eastwood, you old man?
I've heard of that name before, but
Clint Eastwood he's an old time actor, and he's very laconic. He doesn't talk a lot. He squints his eyes and just says the words that need to be said, and so that's who I have in my head.
Well, that's a really great question. I mean, for me, I don't hear any of the actors' voices that have played him. I have to kind of have a voice in my head that's my own version of him. That's the same with the Joker and everyone. Otherwise, I just start writing as though I'm writing those versions, and I have to have my own. So for me, it's like a very particular voice. It's almost made up. It's an original one, you know?
All right, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Do you have to get into a specific kind of headspace to write words for Batman to say?
In a specific kind of headspace, well, I try to get into the story, and what's the most interesting story, and then how does Batman fit into that story, and what does he do? That's how I approach it. You know what's interesting about Batman versus all the other characters is, see, he's mortal. You can kill him. See, Superman is hard to kill, but Batman, you can endanger him, so that makes him a much more interesting character.
Is there still a little of Arlene Sorkin and Harley Quinn? And did she ever give you advice about voicing the character?
I watched her a long time because I was Batgirl beside her. And she definitely gave her blessing, which is really nice. There's always a little of Arlene because the character was created for her. She's the OG.
Who is your favorite on-screen Batman and why?
They're all good. It's like Heath Ledger's a great Joker. Mark Hamill's a great Joker. You know, they're great. They're just different. But they're both brilliant.
Would you say your Joker has been more infatuated with Batman than previous versions?
No, I would say that my Joker has no motivations. My Joker is not infatuated with anything. He's not infatuated with anything. He's the one character in all of fiction that has no idea what he's doing or why he's doing it. He does one thing 1 second and something else the next second, and he has no reasons for why he does it. That's his true insanity. Or at least that's what he's trying to make you think it is.
Because I see over here that it says XOXO Joker, he's mine. I'm not hating or anything. I actually really like it, but just the hints and the clues in the cover make it seem like he's more lovey-dovey with Batman, and Batman wants to be with just Catwoman.
Yeah, that may be true. Like I said, sometimes he'll be in one mood and sometimes he'll be in another, and there's no sense or reason to it. That's what the Joker is. The Joker isn't. When you put motivations behind something, we say this is why this happens. 1 + 1 = 2. That's order, right? Like that's like when you clean up your kitchen or clean up your room. The Joker's the opposite of that, right? He's chaos. For him, 1 + 1 = 17. And then no, it doesn't equal 17. 1 + 1 = cockroach. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Not even numbers.
Not even numbers.
When you see your fans bring up your work to be signed, what kind of memories come to mind?
Oh, I mean, just gratitude. I literally have the job I wanted since I was a child, and I owe it all to them. You know, I mean, that's my my fantasy was to do this. And Greg Capullo once said he was like, we're employed by DC, but we work for you guys. And the fact that people come up, buy the books, and have them signed, it's a pleasure to get to say thank you and meet them. And our jobs are lonely. We just sit in front of a computer screen. So to get out and get to meet them is actually really a joy. So I very much appreciate it and enjoy these things. So.
Fans have always suggested you as Batman when casting comes up. Would you portray Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond film if they asked?
Yeah, people have brought that up. I would love to do that. I think it would be a lot of fun.
You could visit any fictional place from a TV show or movie. It has to be one from one of those two. Where would you go and why would you go there?
Wow, that's a great question. All right, a fictional place from a movie. Or a TV show. Yeah, I got it. I'm into it.
Oh. You know what? What was that crazy world where, that movie where they became other creatures? What was that called?
Avatar?
Yeah! Well, no. Pandora. Was it Avatar? Where they were green peoples? Or blue peoples? It was Avatar. The James Cameron movie, right? Yeah. I'd go there.
I'm going to interview you.
I'm curious what your answer is, too.
Yeah.
So the last question?
Hey, I know what his answer is.
What?
Don't say it now.
Magnum PI's Hawaii?
I've been there.
Your answer.
I'm gonna cheat. All right, this is a perfect for you. When someone asks you if you had one wish, what would you say?
Wish?
Yeah, what would you wish for? More wishes, right?
Yeah.
So if I had to be in one place, I would go to like the holodeck of the Enterprise, so I can be in any place.
That's smart. I heard you went to Disney recently. What was your favorite part of the park?
We did this thing, me and my son. I took my younger son 1 week and my older son the next week because we were dropping my older son off at camp. So after I dropped him off, we took my little one. And then we took my older one when I went to pick him up. And they have different favorite rides. My favorite ride is always the Haunted Mansion. I'm a horror guy, so... but we did this thing where they opened the park from 10 to 1 in the morning, and there was, like, nobody there. You buy a ticket, and it was so fun. It was free popcorn and soda, so it was really good. I would highly recommend it.
This is probably my newest favorite cover.
Really?
Drawn by this dude right here.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. I love that cover. You look very unenthusiastic about it.
He says Joker's too
This
hard
is
to draw.
my resting face.
Yeah?
Yeah. Aren't I excited?
I rest in this face.
No, I don't scream excitement.
Do you want me to lie to
24/7.
children? That's your theory?
Do I look excited?
I don't
all
like
the time?
lying to children,
Shut
Clay
up.
Mann.
I'm very excited.
I have to go now. Time is running out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash it real hard, hit the like button, and share it with all your friends. See ya!